We were doing some press on the red carpet, and our publicist just came running up, and he's like, "Kings win, Kings win." And so we were like, what? So we just started screaming and jumping and crying,
Looking
kissing.
for the nearest bar. They
Yeah.
don't have bars on the red carpet.
What about going back home to Nashville since the win?
The other day I had like 20 minutes of pure fame. My girlfriend was doing some shopping, and I like walked in the store with her, and the whole store recognized me at once, and a car full of girls drove past and went, "Caleb!" My girlfriend said, "Did they just say Kaylee?" And I was like, "No, you know what they said."
Now, aren't there like tons of fans who are moving into Nashville, like stalking you maybe a bit?
I'm starting to see quite a few more faces that
Yeah.
I'm used to seeing in a crowd. It's, oh, funny I bumped into you in your front yard. Like,
Yeah, I just had to sell my house, and
Because of that.
yeah, it's just getting a little creepy. You know, when I go home, I want to be able to go home. I don't want people walking around my yard.
Do you ever worry you'll be too exposed? Because once you reach a certain level of popularity and, you know, people showing up at where you live, you kind of can't turn back, right?
we've had the luxury of not being famous for the first 3 records, so we're almost kind of jaded. Like,
Right.
where the hell were you bastards 5 years ago? We were eating dinner the other night, and a guy walked by the window. Kate was like, I think he recognized me, like stared at me kind of weird. And we were like,
stare, he was like jumping up and down and waving at me.
2 minutes later, Kate was like, there he goes again. Like, I go to the bathroom. A guy walks in, washes his hand, says, Jared. I'm like, no, not Jared, wrong one. He said, Nathan, well, I'm from Liverpool. I just came over here just hoping that I'd bump into you guys. Like, and flew all the way over just
Yeah.
cruising around Nashville, hoping they would run into us. They just have to get online and look at your schedule.
Your
and they
tour
know that if
schedule,
you're not on
yeah.
tour, you're going to be at home.
People tie with Kings of Leon, that's what they think of.
You know, if Sex on Fire is the song that gets people into our back catalog, I'm happy. When I thought I would win a Grammy, I didn't think it would be for Sex on Fire. I thought it would be, you know, for a song that was a tad deeper than that.
During a show, you can tell the people that are there because they found out about our band because of Sex on Fire. Because that's the one thing they go crazy on.
So you can kind of see that in the crowd, like which ones are like the hardcore since album 1 and which one.
Yeah, definitely. When we break into the chorus on Sex on Fire, there'd be big, buff, massive guys looking right at me going, "Your sex is on." I'm just kind of like, wait a minute. Are you singing to me, or you just staring in my eyes while you're singing?
You guys are playing arenas now, which that experience alone must be such a big difference compared to playing clubs. Like the amount of energy and love coming at you.
Yeah, and you know, it's strange though, because when you're playing these clubs, everyone that is there is pretty much a big fan. And when you're playing these arenas, the odds of you having 75% that know more than your latest album is not always the case. One night we played Sex on Fire, and as soon as we finished, a bunch of people left. And it was just like, really? I like to start Sex on Fire and then not play it, and then start again, not play it. And then finally the last song of the set,
The
start
payoff.
it and not play it and walk
Yeah.
off.
We were eating dinner in Chicago, and there was this table behind us. The youngest person at the table might have been 50. And so you can always tell when someone's like looking at you, but they don't want you to know that they're looking at you. So they turn around like, I'm sorry to bother you, but the guy's probably 55. He said, but y'all are the band that has that Sexy Fire song, right?
Sexy Fire.
And we were like, yes, that's us. And like this 6-year-old woman was like, I told you that was the band that did. It's so funny that a song like that can get such a broad audience.
I was walking into the lobby of a hotel, and I walked out, and there was this woman and her little daughter that was maybe 7 years old. And the little 7-year-old girl came to me and said, "Are you Caleb from Kings of Leon?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she broke into Sex on Fire, and I was like, "Whoa, no." I was like, "I'm singing Socks on Fire."
Have you checked out Blings of Leon?
There was this festival that was all cover bands, and our cover band was the headliner.
Oh, sweet.
They were headlining. The Coldplay cover band was opening up for us.
There you go.
Even our cover band is successful.
Songs.
We have some songs that have a little bit of an Only by the Night vibe, and they sound big and they're pretty. But then we have other songs that have so much character. If we were in this for the money, it's a no-brainer. As an artist, if you truly feel that music as an art form, then you should be pushing yourself and trying things that you haven't before. There are a lot of bands that have made a lot of money doing that, you know, just reproducing their sound over and over, but I want to be one of the first bands that goes down in history and does it by at least trying to do stuff different.
The fifth record, we could take a little something from all 4 records. I think the next record will be a lot more fun. It's not as serious.
How far along are you guys with the new songs?
Probably have about 5 or 6 that are ready for us to sit down and get some of the fat off of them. I'll write little bits in my hotel room and put them away, but I don't want anyone to know if I have the lyrics written, because then we'll want to play them, you know, live, and once you play them, they're on YouTube.
YouTube, yep.
Then before you know it, you're winning a Grammy and the song isn't even released yet. And it's just like...
It's fast now.